Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at how you are going to view your next serious partner. So this is meant for, or the way I talk about it is as if it's in the future, but some of you may already know this person, so it could be good to confirm whether or not this sounds like someone that you're currently interested in, or if this is your current relationship, then it might just be interesting to hear about it. So it's up to you guys, but there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Cosmic Slumber Tarot with this red carnelian palm stone. For pile number 2, we have the Radiant Wise Tarot with this orange calcite palm stone. And then for pile number 3, we have the Witch's Garden Tarot with this garnerite palm stone. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tune into the pile that you're feeling the most drawn to. If you pick a pile and it sounds exactly like your energy, it could be mirroring, or if you just don't want to listen to that, you can try another pile. For the extended reading, we're going to be looking at how your person is going to view you, or your next serious partner is going to view you as a person, or in any way, like what their perspective will be of you. So I'll have that link down below for those of you that are interested. And thank you so much to everyone that does support me through the extended readings. It really does help me be able to put more time and energy into this channel. So I really do appreciate everyone who does that. But other than that, I will have the timestamps linked down below. I'll have the extended readings linked. I will have the names of the decks linked in case you guys are curious, and any other information about me. But without further ado, let's get into your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Cosmic Slumber Tarot in this red carnelian palm stone, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you are going to view your next serious partner / relationship. And if you guys are already in a relationship, I may just be describing the relationship that you're in, but I wanted to do a reading for people that are curious about their next relationship. Also, you can see if a person you're talking to or interested in sounds like this person. So we are going to start off with some oracle cards, and then we'll get into tarot. And there will be an extended reading. We're going to be looking at how your person is going to view you. So your next serious partner, what will their perspective be of you? So basically the reverse reading. But for your pile, we have the hummingbird. We have Venus in Capricorn with convention. We have Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Just want to make sure that I'm in a good position. We have 7. We have a man holding a coin. I might put that there. We have Jupiter returns with benefits, with the Chariot also. And then we have North Node, life's purpose, 10 of Cups. We have fire. We have manifestation. And then we also have focus. So I'm just going to put this here. Okay. Let's make sure everything is in a good spot. Okay, so pile number 1, this person has some very powerful energy for sure. Where do I even begin? So we do have Scorpio here. We also have Capricorn, so earth energy. One of the first things that came through, even before I got man holding a coin, as soon as I got convention with Jupiter returns and North Node, there's a strong sense of financial abundance that this person has. Like, this is definitely going to be someone who is doing pretty well in their career. And it's like they have some sort of influence too. Like, this person comes across like a leader, but also like someone, in all honesty, that may have had a very fortunate childhood, or they may have been born into a family that had a lot of connections, and a lot of resources, like a lot of affluence. It feels like they are used to that kind of a lifestyle. I feel like this person, yeah, grew up with like a lot of resources around them. Um, this person definitely could have had like stricter parents, um, where it's like at the time they may have felt a little bit like controlled, or they may have felt like there was a lot of expectations put on them from a young age to be sort of successful. But I do feel like this person would say that they actually have a lot of appreciation for certain things that maybe their parents instilled in them, or like certain like work ethics or connections. Like it's coming across, this doesn't have to be the case, but this is just like an example. It's giving an energy like someone who speaks multiple languages, and like as a kid maybe they hated having lessons or having to focus on that, but now they're really appreciative that they speak multiple languages, for example. Another one is like someone who is good at some kind of an instrument. Again, like as a kid they may have felt very forced into it, but later on they have more appreciation for that. Something that's also coming through is that this person may have felt, definitely they had strict parents. Like I just feel like this person had parents who like they probably had a curfew, and like this person's parents probably looked at their report cards and stuff. But I do feel like what this person really did enjoy, they do really enjoy learning. And there's someone who likely, it's giving someone who has a wide breadth of knowledge about different things. Like I feel like this person just knows a lot, because I feel like they may have spent a lot of time reading. And there's also, I feel like this may have come later on in their life, but this person is actually more open-minded, I would say, than maybe the family that they came from. But they still have, it's almost like certain just qualities built into them where it's like you just can tell that this person's environment has had an impact on them. And so there is like a little bit of privilege even coming through, but this person is someone that seems to be like very actually grateful for that, and someone who's taken sort of advantage of it, but without becoming like entitled. Like this is definitely not someone who's entitled or feels like they don't have to work for their success. Like this is giving the energy of maybe their family did have money or something like that. It's almost like it feels like there would have been rules though, where like they still had to make their own money or get a job like at the first age that they're able to do that. Like this person was taught like a really good work ethic and that they need to make their own success in their life. Although I do feel like this person has benefited from a lot of opportunities and networking and just like connection to opportunity from their network. Maybe related to their family, also maybe even related to like people that they grew up around. This is also giving an energy of someone who definitely feels like they went to college. And this is just for some people, but like this is giving the energy of someone who may have been like in a fraternity of some kind. There's just an energy here of like association or being like a part of clubs or something. Like it feels like this person would be a part of clubs. And it's like, but it's also giving like would be traditional. So it's like, oh, like my father was in this fraternity. I am picking up on a very masculine vibe here. Yeah, it's coming through pretty masculine. It doesn't have to be that this person is a man, but just make it fit for your situation. If this wasn't a man, I would see this as someone who didn't conform to a lot of traditional like female norms. Like it's almost like someone who has a more masculine energy for sure. Like this is like very, very, very strong masculine energy coming through. Interestingly though, Scorpio and Capricorn are both feminine energies, but we have the energy of Sagittarius here as well though. So that could be relevant. So are the earth signs, just with man holding a coin. So I'm really getting, actually, I'm not getting a lot of water. That would be the main thing, but I am getting air signs, fire signs, and earth signs. So I know that that doesn't really eliminate a lot, but yeah, that's just what I'm picking up on. Um, okay, so there's this element to your person. Sorry, that's more of their background. So I'm just trying to organize this in my mind. I feel like by the time you meet this person, they're gonna give a really good impression. Like this person literally comes off like almost like kingly, or it's like watching a movie of this person's life feels like watching a TV show where it's like someone's like royal or something, and it's like a prince, but it's like the kind of royal or the kind of person who's set to be in power that actually has like a really good heart. Like, you know, something randomly coming through is Ella Enchanted. So you know what's funny? Like, you guys, now that that's just coming through, like, you might assume certain things about this person, or I don't know, maybe think that they're snobbish or that they have ideas, like, especially if you guys are people that are like more liberal, like, you might immediately think that this person is just like, you might have assumptions about this kind of person given their lifestyle or like where they come from or like how they look and just the way they kind of present themselves. But it's giving that dynamic in Ella Enchanted where it's like Prince Char. And so I definitely think this person probably has a lot of people that are very drawn to them. Like, this person has a lot of like options, if I'm honest. I feel like also this person may attract like jealousy from people that are the same gender as them. Um, but there's a strong sense of this person being a really good person. Someone who, the more you get to know, the more you come to admire them. And they almost give off the vibe of like someone where it's almost like annoying. Like, it's like, it's not annoying, but it's one of those things where it's like, how are you just this like great of a person? Or like, it's almost like you want to look for a flaw in this person. Um, and it's like they just don't really have that many toxic traits is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like this person would surprise you with not only like maybe like they may come off sort of clean in a way is the way I describe it, like clean, conventional, traditional, affluent, well connected, maybe connected to high society in some way. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't even know exactly what that means by that, what I mean by that, but like, I'm just getting that. Another thing I was getting is that this person may be in like finance or accounting. They don't have to be, but it's giving like it's giving like a strong business vibe, maybe finance bro, but not in a bad way. Um, where was I going with that though? Oh yeah, but then on the other side of it, it's like the more you get to know them, the more you see that they have a spiritual side to them, and a very like philosophical mind. Like, they're not like thick. It's like, it's almost like you might think someone like this, like, it's almost like when everything's like handed to you, or you have, I don't know, she might not think that that person has as much depth to them as they do, but this person actually has a lot of like insightful ideas and is like, it's almost, it's still giving Ella Enchanted, like where Char's like, Ella is like kind of an activist, or kind of rolls her eyes at like all the girls that are like obsessed with Char, and like she's almost anti-establishment in a way. And when she gets to know Char, like she realizes that he actually doesn't agree with like any of the more like, what's it called, the more oppressive sort of politics or like rules that the king before them has, or like that the uncle is currently putting into the works. Like, this is someone who actually has a lot of compassion for other people, and it's like they want to do good. There's like a really strong good guy vibe, not good guy in like a nice guy, like in a genuinely working for the good team. Like, in a movie, this is definitely just a solid person, like someone who just really does the right thing, who cares about others, who isn't selfish. Like, this is a very generous person. This is someone who does care about the underdog and does care about sharing their abundance with others. Like, it's a very strong Jupiterian energy here, where this person draws a lot of attention to them, but this is just like a charismatic person, someone where a lot of people just are naturally drawn to their magnetism and want to be around them, and they also find them inspiring. But it's like, this is the kind of person who does like not discriminate at all. Like, this is someone who, yes, they have sort of this like established way of being, but they are also empathetic towards bettering like humanity. Like, they have goals, I would say, or like a life purpose where it's not just material, because even though there's a lot of material energy or like earth energy is coming through, we have earth. Oh my god, look at underneath earth, we have this crown. Definitely getting a very like royal sort of vibe to this person, but obviously that's not like, it's just the energy of that. It feels like this is someone who would push above and beyond just like matters that are personal or like for their own gain. It's like this person uses the foundation of success that they have, or the foundation of abundance, to expand that to other people. And there's also like philanthropy coming through, or just like this sense of like having big ideals. This person has really big dreams of how they want to have an impact in the world. And so this person's actually very connected to like a divine mission as well. This is also how you view them too. So like, yeah, it's like you view them as, actually, let me just continue with my flow. But back to the sort of Ellen Chanton Shar thing, like this could be someone that at first it like takes you a second to almost like trust them, or trust that their like personality or attitude isn't just like an act or something, or that they're just like pretending to be like super altruistic, but like maybe not knowing if that's like their ego or something. It's like, it's almost like someone where you expect them to have a really big ego. And I feel like this person's probably very attractive, again, has a lot of opportunity, very successful. A lot of people would see this person as like desirable, but this person doesn't have a big ego, is like what I'm getting. This person just isn't focused on like themselves and how things are going to make them look to other people. It's more like they're just very focused on their goals. And it's like this person has the kind of energy where it's like once they have their mind set on something, they are going to see it through to the end. Like they're going to make it happen. It's coming through very magician or emperor energy here. And it's like, this is literally, we have fire manifestation, and this card is literally hitting your target. It says, a goal is attainable. My aspirations are true and right. For me, with this arrow, my spirit soars. With this talisman, my potentials actualize. So there's so much here as well, like alluding to like the sun and like a very bright path and like an optimistic energy, or like a bright future ahead. Like there's just this, it's almost like sunshine. Like I don't even know what I was going to say with that. Like comes out of this person, like it exudes from them. And it's like, this is the kind of person where it's like a lot of people don't understand like how they stay so positive or optimistic. And that's also like what the hummingbird is about. Literally the words for the hummingbird are positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. And this 7 card is also a spiritual card. It talks about being a truth seeker, being spirituality being a part of this person's path. And I feel like this is like a masculine's, like this is very divine masculine, like someone who is in tune with a spiritual purpose. I'm not getting as much of this is like coming across as like high priestess. Like I wouldn't expect this person to do tarot or something like that, but it's almost like they're very divinely inspired and they're a master manifester. Like this is someone who's very good at manifesting things, and with like their energy, it's like their energy is kind of a magnet to creating what it is that they want. And so it says, with clear intent, I co-create my life. With the support of the universe within and without, I experience more joy, more abundance, and more ease. With universal love surrounding me, my life becomes the miracle I always knew it could be. And so there's all this about like life, like destiny, and having a purpose and just like fulfilling that purpose and reaching your full potential. Like this is someone who strives to reach their full potential and is already on their way to doing that. Like this is not a scrub, guys. Like this is the opposite of that. I just want to see if there's anything else here. It says, make a personal vow to take into the sheer strength and passion of this fire. Make a vow to see yourself as you are, accept yourself as you are, blah blah. To stroke the hearth of your heart now and forever. This is someone who comes through very heart-centered as well. Like Leo energy is coming through, so like strength. And with endurance here, it's like this is someone who it feels like they're very dedicated to themselves and their goals. And so I feel like something about this person that you might see that's more like not like a negative, but like this person can maybe sometimes be a little bit intense or maybe not know when to take breaks or not know when to pull their attention. Like sometimes this person maybe can be a little bit over ambitious or like they can have a hard time maybe sometimes just like being like, although they do appreciate and are grateful for what they have, there's just this ongoing expansive more energy to them where it's like I feel like sometimes they may struggle to feel like at peace or like good enough with what they already have. And it's also like maybe sometimes they can neglect, like this is someone who's not lazy. Like I feel like this might be someone who doesn't really let themselves like bed rot for a day, for example. Like I feel like this is someone who no matter how they feel, it's like they're going to jump out of bed at a certain time and they're going to go for their run, they're going to lift their weights. Like I definitely think, by the way, this person's body is likely to be pretty muscular and like fit. I feel like this is someone who is fit. I am also like this person may have wrestled in college. Maybe they did football. I feel like this person would have been involved in sports. But again, there's kind of this like brotherhood coming through. It's just like what I'm getting where it's like I could see this person like just having this very playful sort of relationship with their male friends. And like there's also like a healthy masculinity coming through as well, though, where like when I was talking about like a frat, like I'm not talking about the sort of, sorry, I have a fear that I'm not filming. No, I am. I'm not like imagining like someone that's like drinking a lot and just like has sort of like party vibes. I'm almost seeing it more as like a fraternity, like in Long, where it's like, I don't know. Like I remember one time being really surprised, like in college. Like I think I always like, I don't know. I don't want to say this, but like I feel like I question masculine principles sometimes, or just like some of the masculine groups I've been around. Like I feel like I've just experienced certain male groups that can kind of be immature and sort of egg on bad behavior and be sort of lower vibrational. But I'm picking up on an energy, or what I was going to say is I was actually surprised like when I was in college, because one time I was like talking to this one guy that was like whatever in Sigma Chi, and which is just a fraternity at my college, and I remember it like until I like got to know him and he talked more about like his sort of passion for like the brotherhood, like, and like when I heard, like he told me about like some of the things that they do and like how much closeness they have and like how dedicated they are to each other and like how emotionally vulnerable they are with each other and like how much trust and strength and support they gave each other and all these exercises they do to try to be like the best people that they can be, and they like really work on integrity and like all this stuff. And I was like, wow, like I didn't give that enough credit. Like that's actually really cool to imagine like male groups that are actually really positive. Like I mean, for me, like I've gained so much from like my girlfriends and having like positive females around me and just in general. And I just feel like I've liked kind of when I heard about that, I thought it was really cool to imagine sort of that it wasn't like the way I kind of judged it to be. And I feel like there's an energy here like that where it's like there's a lot of, I don't know, I wish I like had more insight into like brotherhood, but it's like giving positive brotherhood of like loyalty and support and pushing each other to be better, being there for each other during difficult times, and I don't know, just making each other better people. And just, it's almost like cute in a way where it's like when it's giving like bromance, where it's like when guys, not like bromance, but like I need to maybe work on my own biases and like the way I'm like saying things. Sometimes I can just be a little like hard on men, but it's the energy of like men that like just love each other so much. It's like so cute when guys like are just such good friends and they just like love each other like so purely. Like it's such a pure, like a Six of Cups sort of male friendship. I just feel like this person has that kind of energy to them, where it's like this person would be there for their friends. Like this person's like ride or die, very reliable, just extremely trustworthy and high principled. There's like this person very much embodies like idealism, but maybe not idealism, but like they embody, like they strive to be like the highest version of themselves, and they strive to come from this place of like from their higher self. Like I feel like this person's actually very in tune with their higher self. And it's like oh my gosh, it's giving off this energy of being very secure in themselves. And it's almost like, because this person doesn't have all these like insecurities, like their root chakra is really strong. It's almost like, because they've had a strong foundation starting at like the root chakra, it's almost like this person's learned healthy masculinity and healthy emotion, like being in touch with your emotions in a healthy way, and a healthy sense of ego, and they're connected to their heart, and they're connected to their throat chakra, and they're spiritual. It's like this person's very balanced. Like they've been able to tap into, I don't know, I just feel like some masculine energies can get stuck at the root chakra, where like they can be insecure, and maybe extremely like materially focused, or they can, I don't know, just it can just cause sort of toxic masculinity sometimes. And it's like, if the root chakra is imbalanced, then the sacral chakra isn't in touch. So then sometimes it's like, then the solar plexus chakra, either the person's super insecure, or they're like hyper, like their solar plexus is too strong, and then their heart chakra isn't in alignment. Like I just feel like this is someone who has this, where it's almost easy to want to look at this person and go like, well, it's easy to want to hate this person if you're insecure, or you're like jealous, or like you feel like you are owed more in the world. Because I do think that this person is just like an embodiment of when when you're actually given like the support that you kind of need and the structure that you need. It's almost, yeah, and it's kind of giving the energy of, what was I seeing? I think I saw a TikTok recently. I don't know if it was a TikTok or like, what was it? I think it was a TikTok, but it was somehow seeing it. I just saw this comment on something that was like, yeah, this person gets to be like this compassionate, or gets to be this way because they were given that like childhood. Like this is what it's like when you're actually given love as a child. And it's like kind of coming from people that obviously have to go through a lot more struggle to live happy, healthy lives. And it's like not their fault. And like that's a fact of life. But this is almost someone where it's like, I don't think they have these like heavy wounds, or like this person doesn't spend too much time like in darkness, and things kind of come naturally to them, and they're kind of lucky as a person. But it's giving like, what a great like way to see a person thrive. Like this person doesn't take it for granted, and it's not intermixed with all these other insecurities. Like for example, let's say someone, might have had like a affluent family, but what's coming through, just to bring this up, is like the Mendez brothers, where it's like, yeah, they looked like this perfect family, and they came from all this money and opportunity, and they went to like an Ivy League school, blah, blah, blah. From the outside looking in, it looked like they had it all, but then they did unalive their parents, and it was kind of like this moment of seeing like how toxic like some situations can be when they don't even look that way. This is giving like not that. And like I feel like, and this is like I don't know, like I know the story is kind of different from, if some of you guys have seen it on Netflix, it like they did a remake of it. And I know there's interviews that maybe say some of the stuff like isn't accurate, but I felt like the older brother, there's two brothers, the older brother came off like very golden child and very like sort of entitled and selfish and spoiled. Like that was how they were portrayed in the Netflix series. And then the younger brother was like very insecure and like didn't really have their own spine and like their own voice and their own I don't know, but it's just showing kind of these ways that although they had all of this money, like there were still so many problems with the boys. And I just feel like this is someone that, oh, I just remembered who the TikTok was about. But this is someone that it's like, it's this healthy way of it happening, though. It's this beautiful embodiment of, I don't know, like what is the right way to say this? Like the best humans can be, or like ideally it's like in this world, we all want to heal so we can create a better world. Right. And ideally, like for example, like if I ever had kids, which I'm not sure if I will, but if I did, like I hope I can give them the right foundation to succeed so they can thrive. And it's like this person thrives in their life. Like they don't survive. They don't just survive. And yeah, and I don't know if any of you guys know on TikTok, Strawberry Milk Mob and like the Milk Mob family, but like if you guys aren't on TikTok or you don't know, it's just like these three girls that are kind of influencers, but they have their own like bikini line. They're very successful. They're very happy. Like they're just really fun to watch. They're very like jovial in a way. Like they're still in touch with their inner child. This person's like that too. This person has a jovial energy at times. And it's like because their inner child doesn't feel like it was denied. But anyways, on the TikTok, that was where the comments were like, oh, to have like a healthy childhood. And it's kind of like, yeah, but like, I don't know. It's just interesting to see that it can kind of cause resentment in people sometimes. But I don't know. And there was this other video, this TikTok talking about like, why do we love Strawberry Milk Mob so much? And she's just so cute and just so girly and so successful. We get to watch them go on these like elaborate dinners and family vacations, and it just gives off really, really positive vibes though at the same time, where it's just like you feel like you'd be really accepted amongst them, and they seem to be very caring. I mean, who's to say what really, I'm sure they have flaws, but they give off this very this energy kind of a vibe. Like if you guys know Strawberry Milk Bob, that's kind of the energy. Obviously those are all females, but it's like they're super successful in their career, they're expanding. They're just so positive, and it's like, how does she wake up every day? Like they all go for runs every day, and they just always look so healthy and happy, and they have such a good sense of humor. This person, by the way, has a really good sense of humor. And also what people were talking about with like Strawberry Milk Bob is that she can kind of be like just silly and like funny and still kind of like in her girlhood. And like she can just wear pink a bunch and still have like childish kind of things, but it doesn't come off as childish. It almost just comes off as like reigniting the fun of just being a girl and like, I don't know, being in your sort of like just being a girl again. I feel like a lot of times we can lose touch with that energy, that inner child energy. Like for example, like the way I would relate to this is like just being a young girl, and like this is gonna be different for everyone because like I know it's different given like gender norms, and I just want to like put a disclaimer that this actually might have been like not a fun thing for people that didn't feel comfortable with their gender or didn't feel that they aligned with like the gender they were born with. I would say that probably is less relatable, but I'm talking about like for me just as a girl, and like I've gone through tomboy phases, I've gone through like super girly phases, but it was kind of fun sometimes to just when I was younger like embrace that really inner girly girl that went to like Limited 2, and like if you guys remember Limited 2 and like the sparkly pink like gift cards and just like the joy of like shopping there and like getting this sparkly purse, and like I don't know, like it's just this very joyous feeling. And I feel like this person has this, but more for like brotherhood, like still being connected to their inner man, like boyhood, you know, like I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Where it's like they still like this. I just hope I'm not coming across like too gender normed, but it's like if like certain boys sometimes liked building things or like liked doing, and this could like reverse it either way. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Like let's say that there was like someone whose sex was male, but they related to the inner girlhood, then same thing. It doesn't matter actually. You know what I mean? And then there could be some, you know, female sex people that relate to like that inner brotherhood kind of vibe or like building stuff or like doing things that are traditionally seen as male. What I'm just picking up on is this person still has that sort of spirit to them where it's like, and I think that actually helps them be more abundant and more creative. Like this person's actually very creative and very hands-on, and it's like they like to create. Like that's just the best way I could describe it, create things, but very actively in a very masculine way. Yeah, this is just someone who's very inspirational, very driven, very successful. Anything else? This is someone who loves life. Like they're just happy. Like this is a happy person. And yeah, I just think you're gonna view them as like, how does this person even exist? Or like, how are they so like I think you're gonna feel, I think some of you guys might be a little hard to win over at first for this person. And then I think you're just gonna like literally adore them and have so much respect and admiration for them. But I don't think you're gonna make it easy because it's like you're not just gonna fawn over this person. Yeah, that's kind of the dynamic I'm seeing is like you're not just gonna make it easy for them. And this person will be 100% up to the challenge. And yeah, and with North Node here, it's like this is someone who's just like on their spiritual path. And it just also comes off like they're not still dealing with a lot of their like South Node. And like in this deck, the South Node is like the Ten of Swords. And so it's like those very difficult sort of karma. It's like negative karma essentially that we have to deal with in this life, in which we all deal. I mean, I deal with a ton of it. I mean, I don't relate to like super strongly always just being in this North Node energy. Like it feels like a battle for some people, and everyone's spiritual purpose is different, and everyone has different past lives that, you know, impact this. Sorry, I have to sneeze. But this person is very much in a lifetime where it's like their North Node is really coming through. Like I feel like this person's maybe already worked through a lot of karma, or they haven't incurred. I don't know exactly, you know, I'm not going to try to figure that out. But what you're going to see in this person is just that things are easy with them. Things flow with them. It's like they just have good karma. Like that's the feeling, is like, think about bad karma when it's just like, for example, like why the, like sometimes you just walk into situations that are going to be a karmic lesson and they're just so difficult. And it's like, how am I getting so unlucky? Or why is every single person I'm attracting into my life literally triggering me to my childhood wounds and creating a dark night of the soul? Like for me, that's like my journey in this life. Like I feel like this person's journey has been a little bit less about the darkness. It's very much like they've been in this lifetime of I don't know, good karma is what I want to say. And maybe sometimes you're like, how, or like, especially if you guys more relate to having to have that struggle maybe more in your life. It might just be, I think it's actually going to be healing for you to be around this person, because it's like things don't have to be so difficult. And it's like this person embodies like life is worth fighting for. And like, this is just someone who things don't get them down very easily. This is someone who, even when things are hard, and obviously this person isn't immune to like the normal struggles and challenges of like life, but this is someone who just has such a strong foundation, or like strong coping mechanisms for difficult times. And yeah, they just have they're like emotionally mature, like they're emotionally healthy, emotionally mature. It's like they just don't, it's like this person like doesn't overthink things or like deal with a lot of insecurities, but it's like they also give that support to the people around them and to you too. It's like this person is someone who would definitely like support you and help you maybe work on anything that's like holding you back. Like this is someone who's very generous with their time and is not judgmental. Some other things that I wanted to mention is that, sorry, I'm out of breath. I just paused for a second, but to get a coffee, then the coffee shop was closed, so teardrops on my guitar. But anyways, this person, what was I literally about to say? Stop. Well, oh yes, okay. So I think that this is the kind of person who probably likes nature or may do like outdoor sports or like activities, hobbies. Some things that are coming to my mind are like riding a bike or like dirt biking. They might like camping, surfing, getting less of surfing, but like this, there's sort of like an earthy energy. Like I feel like this person would go hiking or something. Like, maybe their family, probably went on like trips when they were young. This person might be good at skiing, might go snowboarding, skiing. I just feel like they did certain things with their family, like that. And then also another career that I was thinking of for this person is they might be in like law. They might own their own business, or they could be a part of like a family business. They could do something similar to their parents. But yeah, I'm getting like I feel like they maybe, for a good amount of these people, they could have gone to like grad school for something. Possible doctors, possibly, but more getting something like with the mind. Yeah, rather than like, I'm not getting doctor as much as I'm getting like someone who's in law or something like that. Or works with money. This person could, yeah, and this person could deal with other people's money somehow. I don't know if that's like an investment person. I don't really know exactly the terms of this stuff, but yeah. And like, as I was walking to get coffee, I was thinking about, what was I thinking about? It's something to do with the North Node and the South Node. It's just like this person really embodies what it's like if you don't have a ton of trauma to work through. Like, you know, imagine that. Like, I don't really know, can't relate to that, but, and I'm sure a lot of us don't, but it's kind of like that. And it's like, but this person's really making the best out of it. So let's go into tarot now. Let's see what you're gonna like most about your person. What is pile number one gonna like most about their person? Okay, Ace of Swords. I forgot to bring this up, actually. This is a very straightforward person. We have the Hierophant Taurus energy at the back of the deck. We had the Ace of Swords here, and then we have all this air energy. This person's a really good communicator. This is like someone that you're not going to feel confused with. I feel like this person's also really good at, we have strength underneath that with Leo energy, so that could also be relevant. I think you're really going to appreciate this person's mind. I feel like this person is good at coming up with solutions. They might have like sort of like a mental genius to them as well. But I feel like something you might also really appreciate is just like that they can understand you really well. Also, they might be able to help you find clarity mentally. Like if sometimes you might feel like you overthink things or feel like unsure of things, unsure of yourself or unsure. It's like this person just helps you cut through any confusion in your life, and helps you, yeah, with the Hierophant here. It's like, I feel like this person might give you really good advice as well. You appreciate like the support that they give you. I think you like talking to this person. You feel like you get a higher perspective from them. Yeah, Nine of Swords here, where it's like, I feel like sometimes if you're ever in the Nine of Swords energy, if like some of you guys deal with like anxiety or just like fearful thinking, I just think this is someone who's really like gives a good perspective. I feel like they're very generous with their time as well. Yeah, they help you with any confusion if you ever have any confusion. I feel like they help you feel more grounded as well. Okay, what other questions do I want to ask? How is pile number one going to meet their person? Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like it's going to be like a very fated situation. Yeah, like when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it's like it has this energy of kind of being out of your control. Like, I feel like it's going to be when you don't expect it, or like it's like a fate chance meeting, like running into this person randomly. Like, I just feel like the universe is orchestrating it in divine timing. And I feel like you're also going to feel, I think you're going to feel very lucky to meet this. Actually, not to meet them, but you're going to feel lucky to have this person in your life, is what I would say. It's all also positive that you might like meet them right after you're going through like a difficult cycle, and it's like this person feels like they mark sort of like the reward for whatever work you've been doing, or whatever you've been going through recently. This person is gonna change your life in some way too, is kind of what I've been picking up on. Like, I feel like it's like this person, either you've recently changed something in your life when you meet them, like you have made some kind of a change, whether you did that or like the universe kind of did it for you. But either way, I think this person's going to shift a lot in your life, and I feel like it's going to mark sort of this auspicious sort of meeting where it just feels like there's a fated quality to it, and it just feels right, is like what I'm picking up on. Are there going to be, what are some potential challenges of this connection? Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm telling you guys, I feel like in the beginning, you guys might be a little bit judgmental of this person. Like, maybe you guys might be a little bit more like practical, or like even like sort of more like realistic or pessimistic. And I feel like sometimes this person's like optimistic attitude, maybe you might want them to be more realistic sometimes, or more balanced in a way. I just want to get one clarifier. Can we get a clarifier for the Queen of Swords? We had the Five of Swords. Okay, so I mean, okay, I feel like, I don't know if you guys have dealt with more difficult, like maybe you guys have had to be like more fierce throughout your life, or when it comes to like sort of like arguments or something. I feel like you might not be used to someone who really is going to be listen to you, is going to be open to finding solutions with you, is going to be on your side. Like, there's this energy of maybe you having to adjust to having a person who's just like so much on your team. And I feel like it's almost like maybe you have been in like more of like a survival mode throughout your life, or you've just had to be really discerning, or you've had to like, it's giving survival, like this energy of like you don't just bank on the universe giving it to you. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm kind of feeling, is like sometimes you maybe have been forced to be more self-protective, or like it's almost giving the energy, like this is just like from my perspective, and I know people watch my channel that aren't in the US, but like it's kind of giving like a surfer, like this isn't what I'm not getting a surfer vibe necessarily from your person. They could surf, I've said it twice now, but imagine like, I'm trying to find this difference. Like, imagine someone who's maybe had more sheltered experiences, or hasn't really been pushed to have to defend themselves, or dealt with like and I just want to say like like maybe just like difficult conflict is what I want to say. I feel like you guys maybe have dealt with like very volatile people in your life, and so I feel like you might have some, like, what's the word for it, like survival techniques, or like walls that you have up. Like, it's like you're not going to trust this person right away, and I feel like it might take a while for you to let your guard down with this person and trust that they really want the best for you. And I feel like it's going to be this process of like you being like, oh, like I don't have to like assume that this is going to be a battle, or assume that they're just not going to understand my side, or assume that this is going to be a huge fight or a huge problem. Like, I feel like it might be to do with like communication and conflict resolution, where it's going to be a process for you to maybe soften when it comes to those things. Yeah. what is this connection going to bring? What blessings is it going to bring to pile number 1's life? The 9 of Wands. Yeah, I'm really getting that it's gonna let you relax. Like, I feel like if you guys have like had your guard up or felt like life has been more of a struggle for you, I feel like this relationship like is kind of like the final push. I feel like you're not gonna have to be such a warrior for yourself anymore. And I feel like it's like someone's finally gonna take care of you and protect you. And it's like you're not gonna feel like life is such a struggle or a sprint, you know, or like gosh, one thing after another. And I just feel like I have one foot standing, but I still have to keep going. It's like this, it's sort of an energy of perseverance and a struggle. And I feel like this connection is gonna bring you new inspiration as well. We have the Ace of Wands here as well, but I do feel like it marks the end of a chapter of like maybe struggle for you or just going through difficult lessons. Is there anything else that would be useful? I feel like this is going to be the kind of person who maybe values marriage or values more traditional things. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this is going to be a refreshing connection for you that's actually going to heal you a lot. And it's like this person's going to be a blessing in your life. And I feel like they're going to make you feel more optimistic and less like ready for the next battle, you know? Like this person that lives their life, which is like, you know, not everyone has that ability, but it's like this person really has this positive, enthusiastic, like it's not like let's just survive and let's you know, like we're just focusing on survival to such a point that we're not focusing on how to expand and being optimistic. It's like, I feel like you've been in this Saturn energy. It's, oh my gosh, look at this. South node, north node. Yeah, 9th house underneath that. Chiron. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of healing that's going to go on here. And it's like moving from this Saturn energy to this Jupiter energy of expansion and harvest, and it's not restriction and feeling cold. Like I feel like you guys maybe have been like restricted in your life in some way or had to deal with scarcity. I just think this person's really gonna feel safe to you. But yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been an interesting reading, that it switched it up a little bit. We're gonna take it into the extended where we're gonna see how your person is gonna view you and the connection with you. So if you guys are curious about that, I will have that linked in the description box. Thank you so much to everyone that does support me through those. It does help me be able to put more time into these readings, so thank you so much. But other ways to support the channel, if you guys did find this interesting or helpful, if you can like the video, leave a comment. Thank you so much to everyone that does that. And I appreciate everyone who subscribes. If you do want to see future pick a card readings, make sure you're subscribed. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Radiant Wise Tarot and this orange calcite palm stone, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you are going to view your next serious partner / relationship, but mostly how you're going to view your person. And for the extended reading, we're going to be looking at how they're going to view you. So if you guys are curious about the other side, I will have that link down below. So we're going to be using oracle cards and then clarifying with tarot. And it's so funny. I've seen some of your cards and it makes me laugh that you guys picked like this yellow card that is like so solar plexus. Like yellow is about, for me, relates to, you know, the ego in a good way though, like positive self-identity. It also reminds me of Leo. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have fire in your chart. You don't have to, but I'm getting Sagittarius. Actually, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo are coming through. It doesn't have to be the case, but there's a really funny juxtaposition of you and your partner that I'm picking up on as I was pulling your cards. So I'm just going to lay it out and then we'll get into it. So we have the raccoon, with the earth signs. Specifically, Virgo is coming through so strongly for your person. They do not have to have that placement, but they at least have a lot of those tendencies. We also have the 6th house, which is ruled by Virgo. But again, they could have Capricorn or Taurus, but I'm really picking up on Virgo or air signs for this person. We also have the 2 of Swords with Mercury retrograde reinvention. We have cornucopia, manifestation. We have a fearful world. Your person like cracks me up. I like, they're very endearing, and you guys must be people that are, actually, I'm getting like 2 scenarios. You guys might be people that are just like extremely empathetic, or you guys might just be like so confident and sort of self-assured that like you and this person make a good match in that way. So we have Mercury in Pisces, and it's unreal how much I read this in the book before filming. I'm going to read you guys some of it because this could not be more accurate for your person. And then we also have Moon in Sagittarius. And interestingly enough, I feel like this optimism in Moon in Sagittarius really is more about your energy. So your person is coming through as someone, first off, I want to say, like, this is not, like, I wouldn't take this too seriously, but what came through literally is Ariana Grande singing Popular to Alphaba. And so there's almost a feeling of that in your guys' dynamic of, like, you guys being maybe very popular. Like, you guys might not call yourself popular, but I feel like you guys are good with people, or you're good at sharing your mind. This is someone who is extremely creative, extremely sensitive. I feel like this person's energetically sensitive. They are, their nervous system is sensitive. They may even have a sensitive digestive system. As soon as I started pulling these cards, my stomach started hurting. So I think this person just has a very sensitive system, and they might feel like different for that, because I just feel like this person feels almost like different from people. And that's why the alpha thing is kind of coming through, but not too strongly though. Like, I am not getting that whole story arc. But what I am getting is, I feel like this person has always been this sensitive, and I feel like they might have had parents that didn't really understand them, or like weren't able to fully validate their very real experience. And like, this is giving also someone that might be neurodivergent in whatever way, like, but I'm definitely picking up on some anxiety disorders. I'm not trying to diagnose, but I'm just saying, like, this person, I feel like, probably struggles with anxiety or overthinking, and being in their head a lot. But when they're not in their head, I feel like they're in their head when it comes to interacting with other people, or like when, just as we've all had to go through the school system, I bet this person felt like the schooling system and the way that it was built just really was not for them, or like it wasn't really catered to them. So they might have even struggled in school in a way. But this gives the kind of kid that like might have been quiet, but if you look at their notebook, like they're super good at like drawing or something like that. Or it's like they don't really tell you too much about themselves. Like, this is someone who definitely holds back. It's like, it's almost like their first house is suppressed in a way, but it's like almost because of that though, they have like a hyper inner world. Like, their inner world, when they're able to be comfortable, actually at any time, I feel like this person's inner world is extremely like abundant and like, what's the word for it? Like, complicated. Like, their inner world, like, they can create whole other worlds within their mind. And so this is someone who's has a lot of creative potential, and it's just giving kind of the energy of, I don't know, like, you know, there's right brain and left brain. I feel like this person is more, I want to say, is it right brain? Because I feel like this person is less like not saying that they're not masculine, but it's almost like they're more in touch with the being energy. And I feel like they might have had parents that were more left-brained or more logical and like more critical of them, because I'm picking up on a sort of like, I feel like this person has internalized a lot of criticism or a lot of like fearful thoughts, either from their like family. And so it's like this person really holds their inner dreams and their inner like creative works in secret. And it's like they have this belief that people wouldn't like it or that it wouldn't be successful. So this person can really struggle with their sense of self-image and their belief in themselves and being able to be creative, essentially. And I feel that has really impacted this person. And so just some like quirky things. I just feel like this is the kind of person where they have a deep fear of being misunderstood or judged. I feel like this person just didn't feel understood or validated. And so now the way they cope with that is by keeping to themselves or not sharing like their thoughts, dreams, desires, like what they think. I think this is someone that like they wish that they could be more outgoing. They wish that they could, like they see other people being that way and they just feel almost like there's like a throat chakra blockage, or it's just like I don't know, that it's hard to describe for me, because like when I'm in the energy, it feels like it's that energy of like when you want to say something but you just like can't, like you just are like, oh, just say it, like just say something, and then you're like, then you just get in your head about it. And so I feel like where Aries energy can be very much just like go for it. Same with Sagittarius, like same with Leo. It's like this person overthinks like there's no tomorrow. Like this is someone who's so in their heads, but you would never know that they're that in their heads because I feel like they don't really share that, but inside of their mind, like in situations, I feel like they can be really hard on themselves, or it's like they can feel like they can put a lot of pressure on themselves to say something in a way that people are going to understand it, or in a way where they're going to have a certain reaction to it. Like that's not negative. And so with this Mercury retrograde, it's like there's this feeling of this person, like for example, if they have to send a text message, I feel like they might revise it like 10 times and then not send it and just be like, oh, maybe I should just wait. You know, like this is someone that does that kind of thing. I feel like this person, a main part, I feel like a part of your relationship though is going to be you helping this person believe in themselves more. And it's like this person though is like a genius in some way, like some kind of a creative genius, but it's like what can block them from showing that is just like their confidence in themselves. And yeah, so I just want to read you guys some of this card because I feel like this is very spot on. All right, so Mercury and Pisces. So it says, Mercury and Pisces combination indicates an extremely vivid imagination that finds it easy to visualize thoughts and ideas, and reveals a personality type with a natural ability to please others. Yeah, and so I feel like this person, it's very much that Pisces kind of energy where it's almost like this person's individuality is somewhat strained because they're so sensitive to energy, and they're so like, and so also like what I've been picking up on is like if this person might struggle sometimes because they're so sensitive. Like if they're in public places or just hearing the news, or if they're around people that have really strong energies, like I feel like this person can have a really hard time like maintaining their boundary of self and like almost protecting their own energy. And I feel like can really impact this person in being more social. And so I feel like this person needs a very safe space in order to open up. And so it says highly intuitive, almost telepathic on the unconscious level, people with this planet and sign combination have an imaginative talent that could be profitable in creative or artistic worlds. Many writers and creative artists have this aspect. Poets, writers, or not, Mercury Pisceans have the ability to add imaginatively to the world around them. And I feel like, and the next sentence is validating something, but I feel like what you're really gonna love about your person is like, you might be surprised how much they do understand you and how much they do actually see you. It's like this person is going to be able to read your mind, and it's like surprising because you might miss that. Like you might miss how keyed in this person is. Yeah. Like, I feel like this person might know you better than yourself sometimes. It's like they can see into your internal world. And I feel like where you guys may be more, I just see a really beautiful balance between the two of you, where it's like this person's going to help you be more, like sensitive or aware of the subtle realities. And it's like, this person, like, I feel like you have this straightforward, very confident energy. Like you say how it is, and you know, like you take things at face value. This person's like the opposite of that kind of energy, where it's like, it's almost hard for them to explain things because it makes sense in their mind, but it's very real though. It's like, it's very genius. Like this person's very genius, but it's almost hard for them to put it into a form that's like logical. So sometimes like talking for them can be difficult, like not talking in general, like I'm sure they're fine, but it's almost like explaining their ideas, or it's like they can feel misunderstood because it's like, if this person could just project what's going on in their mind, I feel like it would be insane. Like I feel like this person like is so talented and unique and has such a special mind. And I feel like that's why, you know, creative writing, and what I mean by writing is like, I feel like this person could, create like a Harry Potter world or something. I also feel, cause they can go so deep into other people's psychology, they can like feel the emotions of other people, and they have a deep understanding and creative mind essentially. But they also could put some of their, I want to say like this person has a lot of downloads and they have a lot of psychic ability, and they feel things so strongly that it's like their art would be so unique, because they could really express themselves through that, or music or something, anything like that. Okay, so it says they arrive at conclusions through intuitive perception rather than logical reasoning. Like a psychic sponge soaking up the feelings and thinking of others, Mercury, and that's like the thinking of others with the fearful world here, where it's like all these voices are around this person, all this energy, and it's like they're closing their eyes and their ears. And like that's another thing that makes me think this person could be neurodivergent in some way, because it's like it just feels like they perceive things differently than others. And it's giving me that energy of like a simulator, where like you realize that people might have different sensory experiences than you. And so it's like the world oftentimes isn't really catering to that. It says Pisceans have a tendency to be secretive about their inner thoughts and ideas, and an excessive use of their natural ability to dwell on fantasies may lead to flights of neurotic escapism. And so that this is very the raccoon energy as well, because the raccoon energy talks about almost being in hiding, but there being so much talent to that person. I wrote down like the words that are at the top. Where is it? It says talented, shadowy, and in hiding. And so yeah, this person may have coped in their life through fantasy. So I could definitely see this being someone who is really into like certain different universes, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or different things like that. I think that this person likes to get lost in other worlds, and it's very vivid for them. So like, I feel like this person might like reading books as well. Yeah. And so I just feel that they have coped in life in a very internal way and are very introverted. And it's like, but because of that, it's like no one has this person's mind. Like I don't know. And I feel like this person in this lifetime may do something that's very successful with the cornucopia here. They may manifest. This is manifestation. That's what this card says. And so I feel like this person's kind of on a journey to getting out some of their work, or to learning how to be more optimistic and open to the possibilities. Because another thing that's coming through with the 6th house here is that this person could easily talk themselves out of things, or it's like they might cancel on things. It's like this person has a million one ways or a million excuses sometimes for why they shouldn't do something or why they should be more realistic. And so I feel like they can sometimes limit their potential because of being even though they are so idealistic in their mind, it's like they may have a hard time sometimes bringing that forward into the world. But I feel like they're in the process of doing that, since we have cornucopia here and manifestation. And so this person likely has a dream or some kind of a talent that you'd likely be aware of. But this is also giving like the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, where this person may be like a perfectionist when it comes to their writing, or it's like they might create like the most beautiful piece of art and then be like, well, no one would get this, or it isn't good enough, and just throw it away. Or, you know, it's like they doubt what they create, even though what they create could be so successful. It says positively, they can put this ability to imaginative use if they dare share their thoughts with others. The combination of Mercury and Pisces produces a constant fertile mind that can jump from one fantastic idea to the next with ease. Ideal for storytelling or when one needs to tune into the thoughts and needs of others. It's like, so it's about opening yourself to your inner vision and not making excuses, essentially. But yeah, so this person definitely could be a writer or want to do something like that. So I feel like there's this energy of like, when you finally get through this person's shell, which I feel like might take a while for this person, I'm not gonna lie, like I wouldn't be surprised if this person like cancels on a date or something, or takes forever to express interest in you. Like this is the kind of person who's gonna question themselves. But I see you guys as kind of like pushing this person out of their shell, just because of your energy. And I feel like I can have this energy, like your energy, because I relate to it. Like I really like drawing people out of their own mind, and like I feel like you do that through showing interest and being like non-judgmental and like really encouraging this person, but also expressing like sensitivity to them, or just being like, it's okay, like, you know, like not pressuring them, or just showing that they're not, I don't know. I just feel like the way you're going to interact with them, you're going to be very curious about them. And it's like, you're not going to overlook this person, is how I feel. Like, I feel like this is someone who's going to draw you in because they're a little bit mysterious. And it's like, you want to crack the code of this person, is how it feels. And it's like, there's a certain allure and magnetism to this person. This is definitely like the quiet, sensitive type. Yeah. And so, I don't know, like you guys might feel like, actually, I don't know, but like maybe some of you guys might feel like more turned off by someone who's just like in your face, or like really trying to like hit on you or something. It's like, it's almost like you're going to appreciate this person's nature, and you're going to be really drawn to it. And it's like, once you are just going to appreciate this person so much, and you're going to hype them up like no other, is how I feel. Okay, let's get some tarot now. I feel like this person is extremely skillful in whatever they do. Like, I feel like this might be like the most amazing, like artist, or like they're super good at an instrument, super talented at something. Or even it might, like, it could just be anything though. It's like this person it's like they've spent so much time mastering something. Like they're a complete master at something, is how I feel. And it's like this person would just be like, oh yeah, like I do that in my spare time. And it's like you see and you're just like, what? This is insane. Like you need to do something about this. Like you need to share this. Yeah, look at this. The Knight of Wands wanting to pump out. Like I feel like you guys are like, come on, like go after your passion. You can do it. Okay, so I'm just going to get a spread here and see anything else. Is there anything else you can tell us about how pile number 2 is going to view their next serious partner? Hit the Page of Wands as someone that's so creative, like someone, yeah, like someone who has like such good ideas. How are they going to view them? We have the Page of Cups. With all this page energy, it's like this person is extremely imaginative and in touch with their inner child. So creative with the page. You're going to see them as extremely sweet too. Like you're just going to think that what they say and do is so cute. Like they have such a sensitive and sweet way about them. This person's going to be so sweet to you. How is pile number 2, or how's pile number 2 going to view their person? We have the Star. Yeah, we have Aquarius here. Again, this person comes off. Yeah, we have Hermit here, which is Virgo. This is someone who I feel, for some of you, they may already have something they do that's unique to them that is successful or does bring them abundance. They may doubt themselves sometimes, but it's like, I feel like this person's a genius. But Aquarius here is really about being like a different kind of person, non-conformist, air energy. So this person definitely could have Aquarius in their chart. Like this is someone who inspires you to follow your inner dream. This is someone who actually operates, it's almost like they have no way of, they're just so unique, like in every way possible, that it's like this person, it feels like they're destined to shine and to stand out, which is like so opposite of how they feel sometimes. But you see them this way. You see them as a star. You appreciate the ways that they're different. And I feel like this person may be very healing for your inner child as well. What else? How's pile number 2 going to view their person? We have the 2 of Cups, and we also have the Hierophant, so Taurus energy. I feel like you guys are just going to get along so well. Like, you guys balance each other out like no other. You might instantly know that this is the person you want to marry. That's like a random idea, but I feel like it's almost like you've been waiting for this person. And so there's a really strong recognition of like, this is my person. Yeah. What else? We have the 7 of Cups. Yeah. So this person's extremely dreamy and creative. This is really coming through as someone who has like a really strong vision or really strong, like ideas. They're so creative. They can think of like a million different things. That was like a dumb way of saying that, but like, see, like I feel like this person can really doubt themselves, but it's like once this person gets out of their head, it's like magic unfolds, and it's like, how would you think of that? And they see more than what's there. It's like they see the possibilities of what could unfold. It's like the opposite of someone who's like super set in their ways. Like this is someone who's so open-minded. And it's like think about how the ego, and like when you have a super strong sense of self, you can be very sure of like what you think about everything almost. But this person's so open that it's very 12th house, very Pisces. It's very Wonderland as well. Like this is giving me Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. What else? 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, it's like like this is someone where you, again, this is just reiterating that sometimes this person has a hard time feeling valuable or feeling like confident in themselves, because the Six of Wands is all about like that recognition and that success. And it's like you view this person as someone who's is going to be so successful, or maybe this person already is successful and they just like don't see it, or they kind of doubt it, or they just don't share it that openly. But it's like you see this person as so incredibly valuable, and it's really about self-worth here with the Nine of Pentacles and abundance. And I feel like this is something that you maybe just want to validate within this person, that like also their independence and their uniqueness is special, and you just view this as someone who deserves like all the praise in the world and deserves to feel so valuable because they are valuable and you see them that way. What else? Oh, one thing that I wanted to mention is that this might be someone that you like randomly reconnect with that you knew from like the past. I feel like you may have a past connection with this person, because Mercury retrograde can talk about that. Or this could be someone that maybe you like talked to at one point and then it didn't really work out, and then like you guys reconnect or something and it randomly like moves forward super well. This could be like a second try with someone, but it doesn't have to be. That's just like a potential possibility, I guess. For some of you guys, maybe this will be your like second marriage. But I feel like it's like whatever, it's almost like this person helps you see why something else didn't work out. What else? This person inspires you. Inspiration. Yeah, that's literally the inspiration card. Like you feel like this person is very inspirational, and would have the ability to inspire a lot of people or help people keep dreaming. Like this is giving like, I don't want to say Walt Disney because like I know he's kind of messed up, but it's like someone that encourages, definitely like Willy Wonka. Yeah. And it's like Willy Wonka is a little bit weird sometimes, but weird in a good way, like weird in a way that is great. And here's with the Hierophant as well. I feel like, and I'm going to keep these two together like this, you feel like when it comes, like you two, it's not like you two against the world, but a little bit. Like it's like you guys are on the same page and you don't care like what convention says, or like it's like your relationship transcends, I don't know, like this could be like a different kind of relationship than you expected. Like maybe it doesn't fit the mold of the person that you thought that you were gonna like be with or something. But I feel like it's like you guys have such an undeniable bond with each other, and you guys are so clearly meant for a connection that it's almost like whatever blueprint you had, I feel like goes out the window. But it's also this feeling of you guys not conforming to society, or like you guys just doing things your own way. And I don't know exactly what that entails, but I appreciate it. I enjoy this energy a lot. Can we clarify the star? Or anything else that how pile number 2 is going to view their person? We have strength here. So Leo energy. You guys might have Leo, I feel like. And the Ace of Cups. And then the King of Wands here. Yeah, so you guys view this person as a creative genius who has such a vision. And I feel like this person has a vision that's going to be very successful. It's like as soon as they can have the confidence in themselves to carry out a creative vision, because the Wands is very creative. So you view this person as an extremely creative person who has a lot of dreams. With strength here, I feel like you have like a love for this person because it's coming through like a quiet strength that they have, and like the true meaning of strength being kindness and not reacting out of anger or fear or triggers. Like this person comes across as very calm and very stabilizing for you. And I feel like you have a lot of respect for this person. And it's just like the opposite of like toxic masculinity. It's like someone that has this like they're true. They're like this is coming through like gentle giant energy, or like someone that shows you another version of strength. The strength to be different, the strength to be vulnerable and be sensitive. It's like, this is like healthy masculinity if this is masculine energy. But it's definitely coming through with like a good dose of feminine energy in general. But yeah, with the Ace of Cups here, you view this person as like what you've been waiting for, and as so loving, as just this person has so much love to give, and they are so compassionate towards you and non-reactive. So I just feel like this person just inspires you, and it's like, I don't know if you guys are more logical, but it's like this person, you're like in awe of this person's mind and their vision and like what they're gonna create in this life, and it's like you can't wait to see it unfold. But yeah, it's like a new beginning. You see this as like your new beginning in love. It's so wholesome. There's something so wholesome to you guys. So sweet. This person's gonna be so sweet. This person like would write poems or something. Like, I feel like this person could write poems about you, or like have drawn your face or something, but they would be so embarrassed about it. But you would probably think it's so cute. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. So hopefully that gave you guys some idea of who this person is. We're gonna now see how your person's gonna view you, so I'll have that link down below. I appreciate everyone who does support me through the extended readings. It does help me dedicate more time to creating these videos, so thank you. Other ways to support, if you guys did find this useful or entertaining, if you can hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more pick card readings for my channel. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you. Thank you so much for allowing that. Last thing I want to say is that Aquarius and Leo are like opposite to each other. I feel like you guys are very much opposites attract. I've already said that, but it's coming through that way. But anyways, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Witch's Garden Tarot and the, I think I'm saying this right, but the Garnierite Palm Stone, then this is going to be your reading where we're going to be looking at how you are going to view your next serious partner. So this could also be a current partner if you guys are already in like a stable relationship. But if not, this is meant to be your next serious partner. So I pre-pulled some oracle cards. I do want to say I'm working with the indoor lighting, so I do apologize for any shadowing that's going on. But hopefully once I lay down the cards, it won't be too distracting. So for your pile, we have the Owl. I just want to change. We have the Owl. We have the 9th house with Faith. We have Saturn and Pluto. We have Woman holding a coin. We have Air, which says, I acknowledge my blockages, I acknowledge myself, I accept and release my blockages, I accept and love myself. We also have Body. I'm just gonna put it down for a second, then we'll arrange it. And then we also have Moon in Cancer, and then we have Sun in Taurus. Okay, let me just get this. Where do I want this? I'm actually gonna go here. Okay. Let me just make sure we're in a good spot. All right. Sorry, I have to straighten this or else it's gonna bother me. So we're gonna start off with this with these oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot to clarify anything and get into more details. So this reading is like slightly different than the other piles I noticed, because a lot of how you're viewing your next partner, it is somewhat about this person's character, but it's definitely a lot to do with how this person impacts you and makes you feel. So traits of your partner though, I feel that your person, they may have air, because we have the Owl here, so they could have an air sign, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then we also have air here as well. But I feel like the way you're going to view this person is someone who is really able to make you feel more comfortable and secure and optimistic. Like, this is someone who knows the right things to say to you, that help you almost relax and move into your feminine energy. Another thing I'm picking up on, and this doesn't have to be for everyone, but this could be someone that's like long distance from you. This could be someone that you meet when you're visiting another place. I see 444 on the clock. For some of you, this is also just a random possibility, but this could even be someone that is actually from your hometown, but maybe you have traveled to a different place at this time and you still keep up with this person. And with friendship here, it could be someone that you have a friendship with that maybe turns into more. It also could be someone you know as a family friend is what I'm picking up on. Those are just some potential situations. It doesn't have to be your situation, but just as like sort of confirmation here. But I do feel like there could be a significant portion of the relationship that is long distance. I'm just feeling that. It doesn't have to be that way forever, but I almost feel like there's this energy of you waiting for this person, or like waiting to maybe move in with them, or it's like there's this feeling of this relationship being something that makes you feel like all of the challenges or struggles that you're going through. And I feel like at the time that you are with this person, with Pluto and Saturn here, I feel like you could be going through more of a difficult time, if anything, where you might be feeling like very tested in life. There could even be issues going on with your family. That's just something I'm picking up on, but this is like death energy as well with Pluto, but it's also the 8th house. So that can talk about like shared money, like inheritance, things like that. But what I'm picking up on for you guys, I'm wondering if this pile may sometimes be very harsh on themselves or very critical. And I don't want to trigger anyone, but I just feel like this group maybe can sometimes feel like you guys may have had like a family. This doesn't have to be the case, but maybe you had family or a community or a friend group or some sort of societal pressure that's maybe always made you feel like not physically good enough. Like you guys might struggle with like body image, which is totally fine, but it's coming through because it's relevant to this relationship. But I almost feel like you might even feel like your life is kind of like everything's a bit of a struggle, or you just feel like you need to get away from all of this pressure that's like closing in on you. And I feel like this person though is someone who helps you through this time period. And the reason why I say that, well, number one, this person, you feel so attractive, and like this person almost helps you see your body as more beautiful. And it helps you not feel, because I feel like you guys are actually extremely attractive. We have Taurus here, and like the first vibe I was getting is that you guys are actually like very Venus ruled. Like you guys might have Taurus, just earth energies coming through for you guys, but also like Libra. We do have like Capricorn here as well with Saturn, and then Scorpio with Pluto. But I just feel that like you guys actually are extremely beautiful and super aesthetically pleasing, but maybe you guys don't always see that. Like maybe you guys sometimes struggle to see your value. Yeah, and I don't want to get into like too intense of anything because it's on a spectrum, but sometimes you just might have a hard time like looking in the mirror and seeing accurately as to like how beautiful you are. And like, and this could be because like maybe you had people very like critical voices around you, and so like you might have internalized certain things like that. But I just feel like it's almost like the way you view this person and this connection is like like a treasure, or this person makes you feel like a treasure. That's another thing. It makes you feel so worthy and valuable. And it's like this relationship is very healing for your like divine feminine energy. And it helps you go into your divine feminine energy. Whereas I feel like you maybe have felt like you've had to really prove yourself, or I don't know, just you might have just had really high standards for what would make you enough. And I don't know if you had a family that was very like material focused. But I just feel like this person is this very refreshing deviation from your usual mindset, or your like the philosophy that you've been like indoctrinated with, like whatever sort of stressful or something that like tears you down, any sort of like negative constructs that you have. I feel like this person really cuts through all of that like BS kind of. And like with this air energy, it's like this person, like whatever they say to you, it's like they're just able to like clean away all of this like gunk, is the way I want to say it. And the song that came through, which is so beautiful, and like it helped me understand, because I was a little bit confused because I asked the question, how are you going to view your next person? But it's like, it's almost like you view them a lot in the way that they help you feel, essentially. So the song that came through, sorry, I keep saying this, is Mess Is Mine, by Vance Joy. Yeah. And so I have the lyrics here. And so it just says, talking like we used to do, it was always me and you. So again, there could have been, like, this could be a friend that moved away, or you moved away. I'm just getting something like that. But there may have been an early childhood friendship. Doesn't have to be the case, but it could even just be like a friendship that leads to more again. But it says, it was always me and you, shaping up and shipping out. Check me in and check me out. Do you like walking in the rain? When you think of love, do you think of pain? You can tell me what you see. I will choose what I believe. And so it says, well, hold on, darling. This body's yours. This body's yours and mine. Well, hold on, my darling. This mess was yours, but now this mess is mine. And it says, I got you out. Oh, yeah. It says, walking around at 8 a.m. I got 2 hours before my flight. Luck be on my side tonight. You're the reason that I feel so strong. You're the reason that I'm hanging on. You know, you gave me all that time. Well, did I give enough of mine? So I just feel like, again, the fact that there's a flight being brought up, and like luck sort of. But there's this feeling of like, it's almost this feeling of you guys like apologizing for not being perfect, or apologizing for what you're going through. And this person is like, no, like what's yours is mine. And like, I'm in this with you. And I feel like this person has like a very stabilizing effect on your energy in a way. Like, it's like they make you feel more hopeful and more strong, and like you can get through whatever difficulties that are being brought up in your life right now. And it's like, there's this feeling of like, I wish that we could be together, but at the same time, whatever support this person is able to give you from a distance is what I want to say. And if it's not a distance, it could just be that this person's philosophy is something like you travel internally in the mind, if that makes sense, where it's like, it might even just be that when you're around this person, you just feel like you're able to escape from whatever difficulties you might be going through, or like whatever's difficult, restrictive, and it feels like it's all it's like the weight is all on your shoulders. This person takes the weight off of your shoulders, is how it feels. And they provide you the comfort that you need, and like the warmth and the optimism. And it's like this person helps you feel valuable again. And not even just, they help you see the inherent value that you already have. I definitely feel like this person, I don't know if you work with them or if they give you some kind of an opportunity, but this is someone maybe that is also very materially abundant themselves. And I feel like whatever is theirs is yours. So I feel like this is someone who's financially very well off and very much wants to make you feel comfortable. Like, they want to make you feel like you don't have to work so hard anymore. They wanna pamper you. There's a real energy of you feeling pampered and like you're being treated like the queen that you are. And like Cinderella is even starting to come through a little bit. Like, I don't know, but this person like elevates you and elevates your energy, elevates your maybe physical surroundings as well somehow. And another song that came through was You Make Me Feel Like a Woman. So I just feel like this person treats you the way that you deserve and helps you feel more comfortable within, I don't know, just like your womanhood. Like, especially if you're really hard on yourself, or you might not talk well to yourself, or maybe there's certain like traits that like this person is just gonna think is so beautiful and so like feminine that maybe you felt like bad about. Like, for example, this is just like an example, but like having like wider hips or something, or you know, just stuff like that, and like maybe being hard on yourself, but this person literally like adoring that and helping you feel more comfortable in your femininity. And yeah, that's the way I would describe it. It says, so I just want to read some of the lyrics of You Make Me Feel Like a Woman, and then it says a natural woman. And I love the fact that it says natural woman, because it's like this body card really talks about like how much, here, I'm just going to read you guys this card too. It's kind of a difficult message, but it's one that I think we all relate to and like we don't really talk about enough. So I think everyone can kind of struggle with their body, but it says, what is this thing, this vessel that we're in? It brings a whole other complication. Through this deck, there are lots of cards that help us understand our esoteric connections, but whether we like it or not, gravity still keeps our feet on earth in our fragile bodies. Injury, sickness, our bodies are not as resilient as our spirits. We are born with instinctive fear to protect our bodies, to keep us alive, and the information we receive elevates that fear. Then, in addition to our fear, we're taught to hate our bodies and the bodies of other people. Created as a dichotomy in which we have ourselves, who we feel are our inner selves, and our physical body, which we may disconnect from, whether or not, do not believe it belongs to us. I wish I could say I found a way to overcome this struggle myself, but I haven't. I'm going to try though, and maybe you can too. This is my body. This is the house to my sacred spirit, my ultimate power. And this body is going to get me where I need to be. Where I need to be to shower the world with my vision and my abundance of love. So the body should be honored, even in the face of those trying to disrespect it and take ownership over it. This body is mine and only mine. This body is strong. This body is mine. So, and I don't know, maybe even some of you guys might be dealing with like some kind of an illness or something that may make you just feel like self-conscious of your body or disconnected from it. Like, I feel like this person is going to like reconnect you somehow or ground you into your body, which I don't know exactly how that happens, but maybe this song will help because the lyrics I think definitely apply here. I'm just going to get a sip of water. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. It says, looking out on the morning rain, I feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. And that's a, like Saturn Pluto energy. It says, before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. You make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me named it. I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. Because you make me feel like a woman. You make me feel like a natural woman. And it says, what have you done to me? You make me feel so good inside. I just want to be close to you. You make me feel so alive. And then it just goes on to say, you make me feel like a woman. So I just feel like that's the energy of this. And this person just feels like such a treasure to you. And it's almost like this person's energy like amplifies your faith and your spirit. And it's like, and I'm almost even picking up on an energy of like, maybe like the 3D reality just being really heavy, and maybe just even within like, I don't know, it's just giving like very much the 3D where our physical form is. And it's like, sometimes that can feel so heavy that maybe we start losing touch with our spirit. And I feel like this person reconnects your spirit to your body. And it's like, and it's kind of giving as well of like, if our 3D surrounding isn't nourishing, it can be hard for us to be in touch with our spirit. Because I'm just thinking of the hierarchy of needs, and like the first one is like our sense of security. and needing like our basic needs to be met. And I feel like there's sort of an analogy going on here where it's like, if things have been difficult, it can just make other things feel hard too, or it can make us feel, it's like it's almost like going from the ground up, and it's like sort of a root chakra thing here as well. And it just makes me feel like this person provides this sense of healing that helps you connect to your spirit, is what I want to say. And it's like they help you not worry so much about certain things that maybe have prevented you from being in touch with like your optimism and your sense of expansion. And it kind of makes me feel like going from like the Four of Pentacles, especially with this acquisition, like in Taurus card, like this feeling of like scarcity or restriction, moving to like this mindset of abundance. So you view this person as very abundant and someone that helps you open up your spirit in a way, and open up like your mindset to almost go from like the Four of Pentacles to like the Three of Wands, where we are trusting in the flow of life and we're trusting that good things are coming to us, and we're not holding on so tight, waiting for things to go wrong and just feeling like every day is a struggle. And I feel like this relationship helps you move to feeling like you wake up in the morning excited for what's to come, and trusting that good things are coming. Instead of anticipating sort of negative events, is what I'd want to say. So, okay, let's get some tarot now. And then we'll go into the extended. By the way, I don't even think I mentioned, for the extended reading, we're going to be looking at how your person is going to view you, your next serious partner. So it'll be like the reverse reading in case you guys want to check that out. I do really appreciate everyone who supports me through the extended. So thank you so much for that. All right. I feel like your person, you view this person as very wise as well. They might even be very like philosophical and spiritual. And I feel like they're a good balance, especially if you guys have more earth energy. It's like they kind of help balance that. All right. What else can you tell us? Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. How does pile number 3 view their next serious partner? Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. So I definitely think, and we have the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like this is someone who brings you so much stability, and just like, they're so reliable. This person is so reliable, so abundant. Also someone that likes to learn, someone who maybe encourages your ambition. This is someone who's very, very ambitious and very stable. It's very earth. So they could definitely have, I know I just said air, but it's like, I was also picking up for some of you that like you guys might be in this owl energy of really seeing this person as a treasure and like a boon that came to you, because I'm just seeing like this coin being dropped into this like cup here, and it's making me think of like your wishes being fulfilled, or like a wish come true. This person just feels like a treasure to you, and it's like just feels like the kind of person that you needed. And especially if you guys had been feeling more in like this scarcity mindset, or yeah, maybe dealing with heartbreak, dealing with something difficult. It's like this person is an end to a difficult time period for you. And I definitely think they are able to support you financially. And you just feel so safe with this person. And it's almost like it may have been hard for you to really open up to love without feeling this sense of stability. It's like, because this person makes you feel so stable and so abundant and beautiful is what I want to say as well. It's this very Taurus energy. It's like, then you're able to open more up to love. It's almost like because they make you feel physically secure, then you're able to open up to more emotions. And yeah, I feel like this person kind of melts any walls that you have as well. How else is pile number three's or how are they going to view their next serious partner? This is someone who'd be able to like help you with any like anxiety that you're having. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. What else? All right, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the King of Cups. I feel like this person, again, is very much is very emotionally mature and very emotionally deep, and they have really good, like, I want to say they're just like very healthy. This feels like someone who has a very secure attachment style. And I feel like there's someone who helps like ground you and make you feel more secure. This is someone who communicates very, very clearly. And it's like whatever they communicate, you feel this person's love and you feel like so safe with them. That's the best way I could describe it. Like you feel like you found, like literally the King of Cups, King of Pentacles is such a good combo. But also with the Knight of Swords, it's like this person is so sure about you and is so direct and knows exactly what to say to help you emotionally and to make sure that you understand that you're safe with them and that they love you and that there's really nothing to worry about. And then also I feel like this person helps you, like they feel like your rock through whatever. And I feel like honestly, like with the Seven of Cups here, it's like, again, because this person brings you so much stability, they help you. I feel like this person helps you explore your emotional world better and helps you understand what you really want. And it's like if you guys have felt like out of tune with your emotional body, I feel like this is someone who's really going to help you open up your world again and start exploring like what makes you happy and what makes you light up, because this person's like this stable foundation for you to explore is how it feels. And to be more open to whatever happens. It's like the Seven of Cups for me is more in line with this like owl energy and this Three of Wands and like opening up to the wonder of what could be instead of like being in a Four of Cups energy where, you know, we're kind of closed off to what could be. And I feel like with the Six of Wands, this person makes you feel so confident. They give you so much validation and they just make you feel, they give you any validation that you feel like you haven't gotten. Like you're going to be comfortable sharing your insecurities with this person and they're literally going to make you feel like $1,000,000. Like they're going to know exactly what to say to make you feel better. But how else is pile number three going to view their next serious partner? Right, the Queen of Cups here in reverse. Again, like this person helps you with your emotional world. Like wherever you feel emotionally out of balance. So this could be if you've ever felt like emotionally like numb or if you've been feeling emotionally either like out of balance, like where maybe the emotional world is very volatile, or if you've just been feeling like sort of numb or out of touch with your feelings, it's like this person helps you balance that out because they are so tuned into their emotional body. They really help you with any imbalances that you might have emotionally right now. What else? How else is pile number three going to view their next serious partner? The Emperor, Aries energy, Five of Cups here at the back of the deck. Yeah, I feel like this person, I just heard we're going to turn that frown upside down. It's like whatever's been going wrong in your life, like whatever you've been looking back at that's been making you feel down, this person is this Two of Cups right here. And they're going to help you with your perspective. They're going to help you stop seeing what's gone wrong. And they're going to help open your mindset to what's still right and what opportunities are still in front of you. I also, again, like with the Emperor here, this person's going to give you this structure. And it's like this divine masculine energy coming through where it's like, I feel like this person's also going to help, I feel like this person's going to help you step more into your power and help you understand what it is that you really want in life or what you want to go after. I feel like this person's just going to give you strength. It's like they have this masculine energy. They seem to be very self-assured and confident and like they move forward with their plans. they're very solid, and I feel like they're going to help you step into that energy as well of like achieving your goals or helping you. I just feel like they're going to like protect you as well. Like this person's going to protect you and make you feel safe to open up to this emotional opportunity. This is a great human. Like I am getting Emperor vibes because I wanted to say like, oh, this person has like air, and I was like, I'm even getting kind of fire vibes, and I saw the King of Wands too at one point. But I feel like this person is a really well-rounded sort of an energy that's gonna just make you feel really secure and make you feel like there's a path forward and that you're safe, that you're protected, that this person's gonna like really ride for you is the feeling, but also they're gonna make you feel strong and more confident and more safe and more secure and more sturdy is like the way I want to say it. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. So I'm gonna take it in the extended. If you guys are curious about how your person's gonna view you, I'll have that link down below. But if you guys found this helpful or interesting, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. Thank you to everyone that does that, and subscribe if you want to see more pick a card readings from my channel.